Welcome to another midweek rant from the Honest Football Podcast. See, guys, what I like is when the ball hits into the corner, you block it off a defender, referee's giving the corner, and then I go to take the corner, and I leave my ball a little bit further away from the line.
Are you referring to the ball being outside the quadrant?
Yes, I am referring to the
I don't have much of an issue with it.
No, no, why?
I know a man who does.
Yes. Cody.
Dan,
let's talk about the ball outside the quadrant, and let me just keep you quiet for a few minutes by ranting continuously.
Go on.
You have a corner. You're a professional footballer. Have it you're a semi-professional footballer or a Sunday league footballer who's ever kicked a football, okay? You've got 20 yards to hit that ball, roughly, to find someone in the middle of the box, okay? What difference is it if you have 19.7 yards? How does that make it easier?
19.7.
How does that make it easier is my question. Hang on, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
If you, what makes it worse for me? I'm really getting Craig on this one. What makes it worse for me is they brought in vanishing spray from free kicks and things because they found that walls were encroaching, they found that players were edging the ball forward, again 0.3 yards for no reason whatsoever.
So you're trying to say you want vanishing spray?
No, here's my problem. They put vanishing spray on, okay, and the players wash out the vanishing spray with their boots. I'm sure you've seen it with the close-ups plenty of times, and edge it forward a yard, and then the players point forward 10 yards and it's still nothing resolved. My problem with that is why isn't that an instant booking? If you move that ball outside the quadrant, or if you move that ball over the vanishing spray, you should be booked instantly. And maybe that's what Craig's grip socks were for, so they can wash out the vanishing spray.
No, I mean, I agree that it does seem like only 0.3 centimetres, whatever it is.
What's the difference?
What I think...
Why is it worth breaking that rule?
Because do you get a clearer run-up? Is the corner flag less in your way than what it was before?
Are you serious?
No, I'm being genuine.
Hang on, I've seen right footers taking out swingers with that. Are they running via the corner flag?
I agree with Charlie. Some players might want to have a longer run-up.
Yeah.
And get more impacts with the grip with the socks.
no, sack the socks.
And then
hang on. Sorry about running into the corner flag. If I move the ball forward the length of my little finger, okay, how on earth does that change whether I'm going to hit the corner flag?
I think you're missing the point slightly. I think when they move it out of the quadrant, they actually move it wider. I don't think they move it forward. I think they move it wider out of the quadrant.
Because otherwise they'll kick the corner flag.
Well, yeah, Aiden's the kicking.
Well, they managed for 120 years before, didn't they?
But the point being, no, because I think if you're, depends what type of corner you're taking. If you're whipping one, then maybe if it's an outswinger, I suppose the keeper. I suppose what I'm saying is you're trying to avoid the keeper. If you want to hit a flat one in there, if you're too close to the corner flag, you're really risking hitting it towards the goalkeeper. So if you give yourself another few inches to the left, I'm just saying if you hit it true, you may be taking out the goalkeeper out of the equation.
I wish this one was on camera because it might end the headbutt.
Hold on a second. So, are you moaning more because it's an in-swinger, or so why if it's an outswinger?
No, I'm moaning.
It's outside.
Until 7-8 years ago, maybe.
I think
no one had done this.
I think Sever Ferron was the first player to do it. I could be wrong.
Well, when he was useless, so that says it all. He was in top trumps and he was useless.
Hang on. What about if we made the quadrant bigger?
Why? What's wrong with the quadrant? Well, let's remove the corner flag in case some idiot runs into it, eh? Better get the linesman out of the way. He's only 20 yards away.
So you're going to get rid of the quadrant now?
No, I haven't. What I don't understand, the quadrant is fine. The vanishing spray is fine. Why do people have to infringe on the stupidest rule there? I mean, what I don't understand is the fact that they changed the rule to accommodate these idiots instead of telling them to piss off and giving them a yellow card. Okay? So it used to be that the whole of the ball had to be on or inside the line. The rule was then changed, so the ball only has to touch a tiny bit of the line.
Right.
Why? Just book them and say, can you not take a corner? You're a professional. You're earning £350,000 a week and you can't cross the ball 20 yards.
But what about the defenders? You know, once you've got the two lines giving you 10 yards for the corner, they encroach that. Are you going to say book them as well?
Absolutely. And when a wall encroaches, every single player in that wall should be booked.
I mean,
it's the only way to solve it. If 5 players are in a wall and you book them all, will that wall encroach again?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a bit different. Obviously, one side of the pitch where you've got the linesman.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So the quadrant issue only really happens on one side of the pitch, doesn't it?
No, but you see plenty of times where referees go and run over to the far side. And if you think, genuinely, as a paying fan, over the course of a match, you could spend 4 or 5 minutes watching the referee run to the corner flag to check the ball's in the quadrant, run back to the edge of his spot to make sure he's back in the position that the officials' union recommend, and then wait for him to blow his whistle and put the corner in. Oh, it gets headed away for another corner, we'll watch it all again.
So, obviously, we've got fifth officials in some of these, like Champions League and that stuff.
That's another rant for another midweek.
No. But you're saying if they were on that side, where obviously the linesman's not on, would you tell them to say, "Oh, make sure the ball's in the quadrant"?
Let's have a VAR camera on the corner flag. Let's give it something useful. Let's give it something useful to do. Get it on the quadrant and let's book as many players as possible.
I am sort of joshing with you. I do think.
No, I'm not.
No, I do think that moving it a few centimetres doesn't. It does seem silly, but I think for certain types of corners,
yes,
I think you're trying to negate the corner flag, and so you have a smooth run. I mean, you look at some pitches, there's not much of a run-off, is there?
I get to many. This is a trivial issue. What I just don't understand is why. Why is it a necessity? I get you're talking about different types of corners. We've been playing this game for 120, 130 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've seen it every single season go by without any problems with corners. And is it just because people are getting so lazy at hitting the first man that they think, oh, if I nick half a yard, it will hit the first man quicker and then we can get the counter attack.
One of the worst ones for it is Ashley Young, and I think he just does that to be rebellious. I don't think he makes any difference, but he's just that sort of.
He'll go with his double figures number of yellow cards for diving. Wouldn't it?
I'm going to defend Ashley Young for a second because a couple of England goals. No, a couple of goals for England in the World Cup were from Ashley Young corners.
Yeah. And was the ball outside the quadrant?
Probably not.
No, it wasn't. And did it make any difference to that set piece? So none of it. I've actually researched this. The only bit I've done. Every single England goal that was from a set piece, the ball was behind or on the vanishing spray, and on or behind the line in the corner. No rules were infringed, which is the thing I'm moaning about.
So England were
England were the best team at the World Cup from set pieces.
Yeah, no.
Do I need to say anything more? I don't understand. All it is because you're a useless corner taker. In which case, go and let your centre half have a go, eh?
But have you ever tried to take a corner and the corner flag's been in your peripheral
vision?
Yeah,
because the wind, you've got to think about it, with the wind as well.
On a Sunday morning,
that corner flag is buzzing.
I'm not talking about a Sunday morning. I'm talking about elite football. £350,000 a week, Charlie.
But it's like if there's it can be in your peripheral vision sometimes. It's like when you go and tee off on a golf course. You know, I don't like to tee off next to the tee markers because although it's not moving, it detracts from my swing.
If he can't take a corner for that money, he might as well paint the bloody lines again, shouldn't he? I mean, I can't understand, and the fact that you two are just trying to get me to nibble rather than actually giving me a sensible argument back proves that it's a stupid thing that needs to stop.
No,
book them all.
No, I don't book them. I agree that.
How does it stop if you don't book them?
Well,
I'm going to get my.
Does it need to stop? I mean, I suppose you're saying it's a trivial issue, but then if it's that trivial, does it need to change? Do you see what I mean?
But a trivial issue always becomes a big issue.
So what are you saying?
We used to say, I know diving's a far more serious issue, but we used to say, oh, don't worry about it, it only happens in Italy. We used to say that when we were younger, but that's what we used to say, and look at it now. It's an epidemic in football.
But if they're stealing an inch or two on a corner, is that
technically cheating?
Is that
cheating though?
I'm not saying it's making a difference. It is cheating because it's infringing the laws of the game. What I don't understand is why are you doing it? It doesn't make any difference. That's my point.
No,
why would you break a law for nothing?
But they're not breaking the law technically.
But you are. It's like going to a shop going, I'm going to steal all the shit in the shop, and then dropping it by the door and saying, sorry mate, and then walking out again, isn't it? What's the point? I'm so perplexed by this, and I'm just going to go on all day, so you'd better wrap this up.
No, I think he's done with the shopping analogy, to be honest. Well, I don't think you're going to top that, to be fair. No, I agree. No, I think it's trivial in the sense of if it happens, I'm not going to be upset if we let a corner in, whatever team I support, it lets a corner in.
I'm sorry, if you're playing Sunday League, if you notice the ball's outside the quadrant, that corner comes in the scores, what's the first thing you're doing? You go to the ref, that ball's outside the quadrant.
And no, you would not say that, because you were moaning about how can we concede from a corner.
Yeah,
I'm not like, fuck's sake, lads.
But you wouldn't concede from a corner if you had my perfect zonal man marking mix.
No, that's another rant.
That's 3 midweek rants we've brought into one argument.
I agree. I think maybe booking people is a bit harsh. Maybe a warning first.
Yeah. But the problem is with professional footballers, the only way to stop these things is to give them a severe punishment, because otherwise it just goes out of control.
It's not out of control.
I do think
it will be.
I personally think that yes, maybe it's something that could be addressed. I think there's much bigger things in football that are not being addressed.
Yes,
that need to be.
Doesn't make it right.
Doesn't make it right.
Just because the bigger things are being ignored by the organisations doesn't mean the small things don't matter.
Do you not think FIFA will go, do you know what? They're really putting the ball outside the quadrant quite a lot.
But it's that sort of blasé attitude that ruins professionalism in all walks of life. It's like them people are at work and try and sneak their mobile phone out under the desk. That's what it's equivalent. It's something trivial. Anyway. It's something trivial, but later down the line, it will have a big impact.
I think we've got to end it there. I don't.
Well, join us next time for another Midweek Rant.
Can someone in the comments please let me know that you agree with me, that I'm not insane?
And can we just say we don't condone stealing from a shop either, or getting your phone out at work?
Oh, you can, technically.
You've covered my bases.
Don't steal, by the way.
Don't steal.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for 2 new episodes every week on the Honest Football Podcast.